To class viewers, we want to start from the very point where we stop. So this is a continuation class. Now, if you are new in this YouTube channel, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel and ensure you turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified anytime we release new content. Guys, now in this tutorial today, we are going to be looking at expansion of brackets. Yes, expansion of brackets. Of course, in most of our previous lessons, we have looked at cases where we treat brackets. But in this case now, this is another special case of brackets. Now, we have the expression A open bracket A plus B close bracket open bracket C plus B close bracket means the first bracket multiplied by the second bracket. So when two brackets directly multiplies each other, what is the outcome? This is exactly what we are doing now. Alright? So we are still removing the brackets. But in this case now, two brackets are directly multiplying each other. Now guys, now let's get started. We have problems and solution on the board. So anytime you have two brackets multiplying each other, take this home. What happens there is that all the terms in the first bracket have to multiply all the terms in the second bracket. I take it again. Anytime you are dealing with expansion of brackets, you must ensure that all the terms inside the first bracket multiplies all the terms inside the second bracket. If this is understood, therefore, we are good to go. Now, let's get started. On the board, we have the very question number 1. And I would take this as question number 1. We are going to take it as question number 13. Alright? Now, in this question, we are asked to expand 2n plus 3, close bracket, open another bracket, 2n plus 5. This is our solution. Now, we just explained that in expansion of brackets, the terms inside the first bracket will have to multiply all the terms inside the second bracket. Now, we have taken this. Next is, how is this done? There are two major methods that you can use, but I want us to use one, which is what? The splitting and feasting method. Yes, where you feast and split. So what you do in this case or in this method is to feast one bracket and split another bracket. We can decide to split this bracket and feast this. So what we do to splitting bracket is that we will take the terms there one after the other. While the feast bracket, we will take everything inside the bracket. So now, if we decide to split, now we can say, okay, split the first bracket. And now the first bracket is 2n plus 3. Okay, now let's get started this way. Split the first bracket and feast the second bracket, which happens to be what? 2n plus 5. Of course, I will take my time to explain this because this is the first question. Then every other question we can be moving with the speed of light. Alright? Now, here I'm going to take my time to explain. Alright? Because like I do always tell you, if you understand the principles very well, only one question can give you an edge to answer 100 questions. But we can also solve 100 questions here, and if you do not understand the principles, you will not be able to solve one, even while we solve 100. But we can solve one question, and then you are able to solve hundreds of questions, thousands of questions, and even millions of questions on your own when principles are well understood. So I want you to understand these principles. So now, if somebody has been distracting you or you have been distracted before now, ensure that you avoid every unnecessary distraction so that you will let these principles sink into your mental capacity. Alright? Now, what you do here is to split one bracket and feast one of the brackets. Alright? Split one, then feast the other. Now, let's get started. We have already agreed that we are splitting this. So to split a bracket, we have two terms here. This is the first term, second term. So the first thing you do is to take the first term in the splitted bracket, which is 2n. You take it, then multiply by everything inside the what? The fixed bracket. And this is the fixed bracket. So the fixed bracket, you take everything in the fixed bracket, but for the splitting bracket, you take the terms one after the other to multiply the fixed bracket. So I take this first term to multiply the fixed bracket. Then, what's the next term here? The next term is plus 3. So put down plus 3. Also multiply plus 3 by the fixed bracket. With the fixed bracket plus 5. If this is understood, we are done. It's as simple as this. Let's go. We have 2n times 2n. So 2 times 2, guys, we are going to have 4, and n times n, we have n squared. Then we are also going to have 2n times plus 5. We are going to have this as plus 10n. We are done with that. Then plus 3 times 2n, we have 6n, and plus 3 times 5n, this will give us 15. Guys, it's as simple as this. So the next thing is that you will check if any of the terms are common so that you can add or subtract. The two middle terms are common. This is 10n plus 6n. That means I can add 6n to 10n to give me 16n. Therefore, this will have given us 4n squared plus 16n plus 15. Guys, this is the answer to this question. It's as simple as this, guys. Very simple. Now, let's look at question number 2. Question number 2, we are asked to expand 2x plus 1 multiplied by 3x minus 1. So as it is, we will take this one as fixed. This will be split, and this will be what? Fixed. So what do you do now? If this is our split bracket and this is the fixed bracket, so the first term in the fixed bracket is 2x. In the splitting bracket, so we have 2x, open bracket, everything about the fixed bracket should be repeated. We are done. Then we come again to the splitting bracket. Now in the splitting bracket, the only term that is left there is plus 1. So you put down plus 1, still multiply by what? The fixed bracket. So we split one bracket and fix the other. While you split one, you fix the other. The one you are splitting, you will take the terms inside one after the other to multiply the fixed brackets. So the first term here, we multiply the whole of the second bracket. The second term here, we also multiply the whole of the second bracket. That's exactly what we have. Now that we have gotten this is now something you can do by yourself. Now, we are going to have 2x times 3x. 2 times 3 is 6, and x times x is x squared. Now, 2x times minus 1, guys, this would have given us minus 2x. Plus 1 times 3x would have given us plus 3x. And plus 1 times minus 1, this would have given us minus 1. And at the same time, the two middle terms can be added together. Therefore, we have 6x squared minus 2x plus 3x will give us 1x. Therefore, we have plus 1x minus 1. This is the answer to this very question. Now we have question number 3 on the board. Number 3, we are asked to expand 5x minus 2 into 6 minus 5x. Alright, so this is the question we have as question number 3. Everything here is negative. Alright, now we get started. This is solution. We have 5x minus 2 times 6 minus 5x is the same. Choose the bracket to fix and choose the one to split. So in this case now, let's split the second bracket while we fix the first bracket. Anyone, you will have the same result. You can choose to fix the first and split the second, or split the first and Fifth the second. Anyone. Now in this case now we have already agreed that we are splitting the second bracket. So the first term in the first bracket is 6. So you put down 6 to multiply all the terms in the first bracket, which happens to be the fifth bracket. And this will have given us 5x minus 2. We are done using the first term in the splitting bracket to multiply all the terms in the fifth bracket. The next is to what? Take the second term in the splitting bracket. And the next term there is minus 5x. And minus 5x will also multiply everything in the fifth bracket, which happens to be 5x plus 2. So you see that the fifth bracket always appears twice. Now the next thing we quickly do here is to remove the bracket. And how do we remove the bracket? We simply say 6 times what? 5x. And 6 times 5x. Okay, so this will have given us question 15. This will have given us question 16. So now 6 times 5x would have given us 30x. Now 6 times minus 2, guys, we have minus 12. Minus 5x times 5x would have given us minus 25x squared. Or 5 times 5 is 25 and x times x is x squared. So this would have given us minus 25 x squared and minus 5x times minus 2, guys, we have plus 10x. So looking at this question, the first term here and the last term here, they have something in common. That means I can simply add them up together. It's as simple as that. I can add this guy and this guy together. So this will have given us 30x plus 10x minus 12 minus 25x. So guys, what do we do? 30x plus 10x would have given us 40x. And this would have given us 40x. And now minus 12 minus 25x squared. Guys, we will not leave our answer like this because this is not well arranged. So we need to rearrange this question better. Alright? So we need to rearrange this question to be in the order of degree of the power of x. So we are going to have this first, followed by this, and followed by the constant. Or start with the constant, then followed by the x with raised to power 1, then followed by s raised to power 2. So finally, we are going to have this as minus 25x squared plus 40x minus 12. This is the answer to this very question. Now we move on to question number 17. We are asked to expand 3m plus 2n all squared. Yes, guys. This is exactly what we have. Now, in this case now, we have one bracket all squared. One bracket all solution. This is 3m plus 2n squared all squared. Guys, if I have a raised to power 2, it is the same thing as a times a. If I have 2 raised to power 2, if I have 3 raised to power 2, it is the same thing as 3 times 3. Therefore, if I have everything inside this bracket square, it's still the same thing as 3m plus 2 times another 3m plus 2m. This is exactly what we have. So it means that this bracket appears 2 times. If this power is 3, it means the bracket will appear 3 times. So in this case now, this bracket appeared 2 consecutive times. Then we can multiply out. So we fix one and split the other as usual. Now let's get started. So now we are splitting the first bracket. Any bracket we split is the same because what we have in the first bracket is what we have in the second bracket. So we are going to have 3m in the first bracket multiplied by all the terms in the second bracket, 3m plus 2n, then plus 2n in the first bracket. Now understand that this is the split and this is fixed. Alright? So the split we take 3m, that's this, to multiply everything in the fixed. Then now what is left there is plus 2n, so we put that plus 2n. Now multiply by the fifth bracket, 3n plus 2n. It's as simple as this. You don't need to solve hundreds of problems. It's as simple as this. So what we need to do now is to multiply as so 3 times 3 guys we have 9 and m times m we have m squared. So therefore 3m times 3m will give us 9m squared. Now 3m times 2n. 3m times 2n would have given us 6mn. So we have 6mn. We are done with the first bracket. Now the second bracket multiplication factor there is 2n. And we are going to use 2n to multiply 3m. Now if 2n multiply 3m, we are going to also have plus 6m. Then finally 2n times 2n would have given us 4n squared. Or of course you can say 2 times 2, which would have given us 4, and n times n will give us n squared. So finally the two middle numbers are alike. That means we can add them together, and 6mn plus 6mn would have given us 12mn. Then finally this would have given us d squared plus 12mn plus 4n squared. This is the answer to this question. Finally, guys, we are as simple as 7x minus 6 all squared. The same thing we had before. All we just need to do here is this is our solution. But we agree that 7x minus 6 is equivalent to 7x minus 6 all squared is equivalent to 7x minus 6 times 7x minus 6. This is what we have here. If this is understood, guys, all we need to do now is to split one bracket and fix the other. So for the bracket we are splitting, the first term there is 7x. So 7x multiply all the terms in the fixed bracket, which is 7x minus 6. Then we come again to the split bracket. The next term there is minus 6. So put down minus 6 to multiply all the terms in the fixed bracket. So we have 7x minus 6. It's as simple as this. Very, very simple. So the next thing we do is to what? Clear up the bracket by multiplying each term inside the bracket by their respective multiplication factors. Are we there? Now for this question, 7s times 7s, we are going to have 49s squared. Of course, 7 times 7 is 49, and s times s is s squared. We are done with that now. 7x times minus 6, guys, we are going to have minus 42x. We are done with that. Then minus 6 times 7s, we are still going to have minus 42x, and minus 6 times minus 6, we are going to have plus 36. Don't forget that minus times minus is plus, and 6 times 6 is 36. Now finally, the two middle numbers are always like, so we can add them up together. Now minus 42 minus 42 will have given us minus 48. Therefore, minus 42x minus 42x will give us minus 84x. So we have 49x squared minus 84x plus 36. This is the answer to this question. So guys, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel at this point, ensure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified anytime we drop upload mind-blowing. To like this current video, you just want before you progress to the next video, and ensure you make your necessary comment. Therefore, finally, to get access to the next class, don't forget, check the description below where you will find the link to the next aspect of our class. See you guys in the next class. Thanks for watching.